So probably yesterday I showed you how to do domain lookup and how to do reverse domain lookup, right?
Yes.
So today I'm going to show you Google Dorking.
Okay.
So for that, let me open a new window here. Let me open Google. So what happens? How do you normally perform your Google searches? Okay, you just simply type any keyword that you want to search, press enter,
Yes.
and that's all. Right? Let's
Yes.
say, let's take an example. I want to search for Metasploit.
Okay.
Okay, so in these search results, the number of search results that I can see here are around about 3 million, 28 lakh 70,000 output search results. Definitely, I'm never going to go through all these output results, right? So, what are we going to look today is we are going to look into the Google Dorking. So, what is Google Dorking? First of all, let me pronounce it right.
Okay.
It is called your Dorking. Okay, Dorking. Okay, so now let me go back here. So here the output, whatever you see in the blue color, that is your title.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be referred as title. Okay, this is sort of prerequisite to Google Dorking that you need to be aware of what is title, what is text, and what is URL.
Okay.
This is the blue part is your title. Beneath this blue part, there's a gray text over here.
Yes.
This part is categorized under the text category.
Okay.
Okay, and here on the top of every search result, there is going to be a URL. Okay,
Okay.
so let me open a new. Yeah, so here am I. So what I can do is I can probably search for um, at these specific places in my output. That let me show you practically. So I can type. Let me remove this in title colon Metasploit. Okay. So what this is going to do? This is going to show me only those output that are having this keyword in the title.
Okay.
Okay, let me press enter, and you can see the number of results has decreased drastically.
Okay.
From round about 3 million to 0.1 million. Again, this is way too wide for me to look upon. Let's say I only want to see the results that have Metasploit in their URL as well.
Okay.
I can do in URL, or I can probably try Metasploit in the URL. and in title I want to search for hacking. Let's see if there is any. Yeah, this. So now what I'm doing here is I'm only going to look for those output that is having this keyword, Metasploit keyword, in the URL and this keyword in the title.
Okay.
And you can see in the output as well that we are having Metasploit in the URL and the hacking keyword in the in here. Yeah, what's your title?
Okay.
Okay. So again, my search results has now decreased to 3000 something. Okay. CSO online. What is it? Meanwhile, let me open another Google tab.
Is it also possible to exclude the keyword?
Sorry, is it also possible?
To exclude, conditioning or filtering.
Yeah, your voice is breaking. I mean, I am not able to comprehend what you are saying.
Okay.
Please repeat.
Okay, I'm just asking that is it also possible to exclude some keyword and include some keyword in a search bar? How does the
Definitely,
like
definitely. So, yeah, you are
filter?
asking that how to exclude something from your output. That I do not want to see this thing.
Correct.
Right? Yeah, right. Okay. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. So let's say another Google Doc is your in text. So in text is basically if you want to look something in the text part of a web page.
Yes.
The title part of the web page, the URL part of the web page, and the text part of the web page. So I'm looking for only those outputs that are having Metasploit in their URL, hacking in their title, and in text. In text, let me type black hat, black hat hacking probably. Black hat. In text, so you can see that in here. Let's try matching our search query. So in the URL there needs to be Metasploit. So here you can see the Metasploit. We have it. In title we need to have hacking, and in the text part we need to have black hat. So there's probably black hat written here. Okay. Drone exploit 617. Nice Wi-Fi control drones. Nice article. I will save it for my later study. So now let's say look, you are looking for Metasploit PPT. Okay, you are looking for PPTs for on Metasploit. Okay, and you can see the search result is like around about 1,35,000. Okay, how can I narrow it down? I can type in title Metasploit file type :PPT. So can you understand what this dork is doing basically?
Yes, it's basically giving a category type and the details after the column.
Yeah, right. So it is only going to output me those search results that are having file type as PPT. It is only going to show me the PPTs which are having Metasploit in their title. And you can see all these links are of PPTs. You can see here,
J.
all of these links are your PPT links. I can even click on some link. It is asking me to download this PPT. Okay, it's a PPT. Cancel it. Access to website is blocked. Archive.hack. Hackblue, Metasploit plugins. Not going to visit it. See this one. Okay. So maybe the PPT was removed. Well, anyways, but now you can see that you have specifically pinpointed your key results, right?
Yes.
Now talking about excluding something. So before excluding something, as we are covering the footprinting part, let me tell you how you can enumerate or how you can look for subdomains of a website. Okay. So another dork is your site.
Okay.
Site, what should I append? Which site? Paytm. Paytm है. Paytm.com. So let me confirm what is the Paytm website. Paytm. Paytm.com is their website.
Okay.
Let me press enter. So what this is going to do is it is only going to show me the results that are having paid, that are from this specific website. Okay, as I have used this dork as site. Okay, now I want to look for the subdomains of Paytm. Okay, what is a subdomain? Let me open it here. Type www. Okay, so whatever precedes this part, the domain part, this is your subdomain, the part that I have highlighted.
Yes.
So now I want to look for only those output that are not having www in the URL. So what I'm going to do in URL www, and I can put a minus sign before it.
Okay.
Press enter, and now it is not going to show me any URL that is having www in the any search result that is having www in the URL.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check it out. So here I can see business is a subdomain of Paytm, business.paytm.com.
Okay.
I'm just trying to look for some other subdomains if I can find any. Developer.paytm.com. So developer is a subdomain. Okay. So we have found business as a subdomain, developer as a subdomain. Okay. Business. I can probably exclude them as well in URL. Developer. in URL business. So basically, Google Dorking is a way of fine tuning your research. Okay, it's kind of an advanced Google search.
Okay.
Uh, So now it is not going to show me any domain names having developer or business in the URL.
Hmm.
Okay. So now I can show you. So this is called your Google Dorking. Okay, and informally some people call it Google hacking as well. Okay,
Like,
Google hacking. Google hacking, also named as Google Dorking. Okay. So when I call Google hacking, so there's a whole database called Google hacking database with GHDB. I can probably type GHDB, okay,
hmm.
and a link to the exploitdb.com is going to appear. So basically, this is a database for exploits and all the offensive stuff. Okay, and here you can see a bunch of docs that have been submitted to this database.
Hmm.
So these docs are categorized, and there are different authors to these docs. So you can also submit your doc if you make your own doc that is unique and that is fulfilling some kind of a purpose that is related to security, okay, or that can be categorized in this category.
Hmm.
So you can probably submit them. So the first doc that I can see here is pages containing login portals. Okay,
Okay.
so I copy it and enter it here. Let's see what kind of output do we see. So in the output, we are going to have login portals only.
Hmm.
Okay. Next, another login page, and so on so forth. I can probably look for what I say, sensitive online shopping information. Let's see what's here. Dumping data for table orders, sensitive online shopping information. Okay, let me look for pages containing login portals. No. Files containing passwords, files containing juicy information, various online devices. Okay, so it's a dashboard for some IoT device, probably. Personal dashboard overview, web triggers, event graph, screens, no screens, inventory. So what I have done is I have sorted and I have some docs that can be used to specifically uh, look for open cameras on the internet. Okay. Let me go here, go to google.com, enter my doc, and this doc can be used to see through the open cameras. See.
Okay.
Okay, it's a live camera somewhere, Kirchhoff Institute for Physics. Okay, what do we have here? Why is it taking so long? Inset camera. So the internet is basically filled with misconfigured devices, okay? And cameras are one among them. So some people who have installed cameras and have forgotten or and they do not change the default passwords. Okay.
Okay. So it's accessible by anyone.
Yeah. So those IP cameras can be accessed by anywhere using those default passwords, default credentials. Countries, look for India. Here it is.
Are these all live?
Yeah, all these cameras are live cameras. Okay. So let's see if we can see any movement here in this camera either. Mumbai, see this one. Shops are closed. There's no point in seeing those shops. Noida, this camera. You can see this camera. I can see some people sitting here. Okay, so Kerala. You can see people moving here. It's live camera. That's probably some kind of sabji mandi or some similar kind of thing.
So
Not
these
only this,
can these camera is also watched by so-called, what do we say, cybersecurity officers or police department,
yeah,
maybe.
maybe if they know how to look for them, they can.
Mm,
But the
okay.
point is that most of the police are not aware of this thing.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's see some other camera that we opened. It's a camera that has been installed at the gate, I believe, in Noida. Okay. It's also live camera, as you can see. These trees and these plants are leaves are moving.
it's windy in Delhi.
Yeah. Okay. Probably this camera has been set to rotate,
Mm,
hence it is rotating, and we can see people working here. Okay.
yes.
So not only this, yeah, you were saying
Sorry,
something.
is it possible to like notify them, probably update the password?
Yeah, definitely. You can go to their homes and let them know,
I should.
as the latitude and longitude coordinates are also here. Okay. Other than that, we do not have any information. Okay. So for that, we need to go to their houses and let them know that, bro, please change your password. I'll be viewing your camera.
Okay.
View camera online in Maharashtra. This person is sitting here. Still loading. Let it load. Let me check out something else. Some hospital,
Mm.
Haldwani. Some hospital in
Hospital
Haldwani.
is very bad. Patients, personal body is also there. So that's really bad.
Yeah. Emergency. This is a emergency room probably.
Right.
Emergency patient. Some patient is lying over here. Okay. Doctor is here. Ward boy is here. And probably it's a live camera. They are going to move in a while. We'll come back to see if they have moved. So not only this, we can even search the cameras. So there's another guy here. Okay. They are moving. Fourth person has entered the room. Some other doctors are moving here and there. Okay. No work from home for them. So I can search these cameras using these specific places tags as well. Okay. So I can specifically look for cameras uh, that are placed in hotels. Okay. This is a camera from Spain, UK. Okay. UAE. Check this out. UK, Norwich. Check this out. Nice view. And this is your some camera located in a hotel, some Dubai hotel. Okay. The exact longitude, latitude coordinates are here.
So there is a section you can comment, I believe.
Yeah, right. We can comment. Yeah.
So does that mean this message is just being shared on this website, but not being informed to
Yeah,
whatsoever?
it's not going to be shared with the administrator or the owner of this camera. Instead, it is only going to be shared with on this website, on this platform.
Okay.
Yeah. I can search for city, coffee house, construction, education. So during this lockdown, not a lot of movement can be seen. We can only see empty places here and there. Okay, it's a coffee house, but it's empty. That is not the case in normal days. Okay. These stores are closed. That's not the normal case scenario. If we look into some other place,
So
entertainment farm.
you are a cybersecurity analyst, right? So in your position, what would be the better way to look at, or I mean, important things to search in here with your view, I guess?
Okay, so this is a directory that has already been created. Okay, so I don't think that this would be of any use for me.
Okay.
Instead, if I'm looking for something specific, I would be using Google Dork for that purpose. That is relevant to my target.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. This is just to let you know that okay, things like this exist.
Mm.
This is the easier way out. There's a dedicated search engine for it, Shodan. I'll be looking it on the shodan.io. This is a search engine for Internet of Things. Okay,
Mhm.
and if you click on explore, so either I am going to enter the target IP address here. Okay, I can look for camps here as well.
So there's much more information.
Sorry,
I can see that there's much more information. Yes.
unstable connection.
No, more details as compared to the last website.
Yeah, yeah, right, right. More relevant header data is going to be shown to you here. So for me, I do not go about searching on the insecurecam.org. Instead, I search on the shodan.io if I have some target in my mind. In here, I can see the IP address of my target, what all ports are open, okay, the headers that are relevant to those ports. Network, I can probably try looking in it, open it in the browser, admin, admin verify code AGPU, enter, authentication error, no problem. Let me try admin password 4N77, authentication error, if there is no brute force protection here, so I can even probably perform a DDoS attack here. Not a DDoS, instead of brute force attack here. What shall I try? Admin password, admin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Verify code is incorrect. Okay. Trying to access same website on different port. Wireless router. So this is going to give me the access to the router. Let me try admin, login failure. Probably AV Tech AVN 801 network camera. I'll copy it and I'm going to look for the default credentials for this thing. Default cred. IP cameras default password directory. Okay. Admin 12356 capital admin. Here I can see a list of default credentials. Okay. So whenever I'm going to find a login page, okay, and identify that the target device is of this specific manufacturer, I can at least try logging in with the default credentials, right? If I'm lucky, I would be able to gain access to it.
Okay.
Okay. It's a TP-Link router most probably. Okay. Why Star Hub wireless router? Why I'm making this reasonable guesses, because in this title here, I can see a TP logo over there. In English, Star Hub wireless. No problem. Star Hub is the ISP. So okay, so it's basically it's an ISP that I'm trying to attack on. That's the router access for this ISP. Here, Singleton Fiber Broadband Organization, ISP Singleton Fiber. Another network camera, AVTech, AVN. So let me search for the credentials here. And password. There is no captcha here. You can see. So it would be force. Close it. Okay, so you must be aware of this search engine as well. Okay, there's a search engine out there which can be used to explore internet IoT devices.
Okay.
Here I can look upon a whole lot of stuff with databases, ICS systems, control systems, databases. I can search. Here I need to log in here to do advanced searching here. Okay, I can filter upon specific ports that I only want the devices that have the specific port open. Okay. Or else I want specific protocols with manufacturers, specific company. Well, anyways, so let's close this thing.
Mm.
You can see the control panel for that camera. I just and it redirected me to this control. So I can probably control this camera as well.
Mm.
I can zoom in and zoom out as well.
Okay.
So you can understand if this would have been my target, okay, then it would have been so much easy for me to gather information about it, right?
Mm.
Or let's say if it would have, this is not my target, then probably I can create this as my target. Once I get to know that I can have access to it, this restaurants, this coffee house camera, I can probably plan a robbery here. Okay, once I get used to who all work here, how many employees are there, by simply viewing this camera day in day out. I just need to monitor this camera for 2 to 3 days when people are here. Let's close this.
Mm.
Let me show you another interesting tool. That's called Grabify.
Okay.
Let me go to YouTube, get some video, random video. What shall I search for? Random, random shit. Let's search for random. I got this song. Okay,
Mm.
just open it, copy it. Nice. So I'm simply pasting that URL here.
Okay.
Create URL.
Mm.
Click URL. I agree and create URL. Then, then so what I'm creating here is I'll give it to you. I'll show it to you just in a second. Okay. I'm just trying to change this URL, mask this URL. Okay, as I've created. Um, okay, probably send you this URL itself. Copy it. Okay, you need to open this URL now. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you have opened the URL.
So, yes, I have. It's the same.
YouTube video,
Yeah.
right? So it has
Yeah.
redirected to you to the URL that I have created, that I choose initially. Okay.
Hmm.
So you can see that there are 0 results now. Now I'm going to do a refresh here,
Okay.
and one result is going to appear here. Okay, Macintosh, Mac OS X. So you are using Mac tool,
Right.
and your ISP is Atria Convergence Technologies. Okay, your public address is 49.207.65.187.
Okay.
What else? You are using Safari browser. What
Yes.
does it show? And you are using Safari browser. And device is Apple. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It does not support touch screen.
No.
Your GPU and the time zone, cool user agent. You did not open it in incognito mode. Okay, there is no ad blocker installed. Nice. The country, the orientation is landscape, cool, the IP address, and similar kind of stuff. So this is part of your information gathering, right? I can
Yes.
probably create such kind of URL. Okay, I can mask it. I can send any kind of, let's say, funny video, or I can send a song that, hey, Alameen, I have sent you this song. Check it out. It's rocking. It's latest. It's in. Okay, I have sent you this funny video. It's very cool. Uh, the message that you are going to send along with it, it depends upon you. But how you are going to build the curiosity, how you want that person to open that link. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you can definitely send this link. And there are
Yeah.
going to be times when you do not even need to say anything, you just need to send something, and people are automatically going to open it.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah, they are going to
Yeah.
open it, and you will get their public IP address and some other relevant information. So why this information is relevant for me? So later on, what I can do is I can specifically target my exploits to this system. That okay, so from here I got to know that you are using Mac. If I didn't knew that you are using Mac, and I was trying to hack you, then I would be sending you your Windows payload, basic Windows payload, and Windows uh, support .exe files, .exe executable files, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does not support other. So and the Mac operating system exe,
Mm-hmm.
right? So my exe payloads would have failed badly in that scenario, right? But now, as I know the target operating system, I can specifically target this thing. I can payloads or malwares or adwares, anything that I want to send to you that are specific to that are supported by Mac. Okay, I can
accordingly,
even
yes.
accordingly, right, whatever is supported. Similarly, I can send you if I got to know that you are using this kind of browser. So what I can do is I can probably exploit some browser-based vulnerability as well. Okay, I can research for some browser-based vulnerability. I can send you a link and probably steal your caches or cookie files. Okay, this kind of stuff can also. So these things are just part of information gathering, right? Okay. Platform Mac handle. I also can see the version of the operating system. If some vulnerability into this operating system, so I can exploit it directly. Okay. So you can also kind of URL by yourself. All you need to do is you need to send it and you need to keep this tracking code for yourself. Okay. This tracking code can you at a later point of time fetch all this whoever clicked on this. You can so at come to this website Grabify. Okay. Let open. And here you can provide with the tracking paste tracking code, and now it is going to give me all those relevant information. I can even modify the URL that I am sending. Okay. I can stop by free gift cards, join my site Curious Cat Club, catsandthings.fun, catsandthings.com. Let me type free gift cards here. Let me make this URL little interesting. Free gift card, some kind of gift is there. Let me add some. This is like totally unnecessary thing. Just to make this URL a bit more
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me type file ID my pref close. So now you can see that URL looks like this. Okay. So the target would not be having any suspicion, or you would not be able to know that what this is about. The free gift cards, I should probably open it because it says something free, and we are Indians. Okay, we want everything to be free. Okay, we will open it. We will open something if you are going to send it free. Okay. So that would be all for today.
Okay.
Something today. So I'll be sharing you the recording through the mail itself. Okay. And I'll send you the notes as well through the mail itself.
Okay.
Yeah.